time to tune in today. Today I'm going to take a look at the Callaway Steelhead and the Callaway Big Bertha, both on offer for the 2017 season. So we're going to have a look at what the obvious differences are between the two clubs, hit some shots, see what comes up on our TrackMan data, and hopefully give you some useful information as you choose your clubs for the new season. So, the two clubs, straight off looking at them, darker finish on the Big Bertha than there is on the Steelhead. The Steelhead it has the Cup 360 technology, which they're saying is a hotter face on it. The ball flies off it a little bit, we shall see. On the Big Bertha, it's got the tungsten insert to help you flight the ball a bit better. Looking down on the two clubs, the Big Bertha certainly has a slightly chunkier head look on it. Not a bad thing, can fill a player with a lot of confidence looking down on that. Both clubs very nice. I've got the same shaft in the two of them here, which is set for me. They're the same length, same loft. So let's go hit some balls on TrackMan and see what kind of numbers we can produce. So, first of all, we're going to have a look at the Steelhead. And the keys here for me is, in a comparison, I'm looking to see, does the ball launch differently off the face? Does the ball fly differently? How does it respond to off-centered hits? And therefore, what type of game is it more suitable to? Is it the high handicapper, the mid, or the low handicapper? So as I say, first up, we're going to go with the Steelhead. It's got the 360 cup face technology, which Callaway are saying propels the ball further all the time. So let's give it a shot and see. It's set in the cavity back, so it should be reasonably forgiving. Yeah, who knows? We might even hit a few cleanly. Struck pretty well. Oh, pretty well wide. Consistent. Not so pretty. Not so pretty at all. Yeah. At least it went over the crowd. Went over them. Nobody got hurt. It's in the trees behind the main group of people. Aha. We're back. We're back. What a shot. Quite consistent in how it flies, I like that. Now, interesting, that wasn't hit well. A little bit of distance lost based on the quality of shot there, the quality of strike. Ball speed is still decent though. Just launched a little higher and spun a bit more with the poor strike on it. Again, not a great strike. A little bit thin. Losing yardage. We'll go with one more. See if we can hit it clean. Clean and left again. Consistent. So, nice feel to the club. Good weight in the head, I like that. Confidence when you look down on it. It's got a solid looking head on it. Kind of fills you with a bit of confidence. Overall feel to the club, I definitely like the feel of it. Probably need to hit it a bit. Slightly different to what I'm used to, but probably need to hit it a bit. I'd say I play quite well with it. But yeah, definitely like the club. So here we go with the Big Bertha. As I said previously, it's got the darker head on it, which I think when you look down on it, it almost makes the top line look a fraction smaller. It's not as big as you might expect. But overall, it's a nice looking club. Slightly offset by the look of it, which is fine. Let's see how she performs when we hit one. This will be the fun bit. Nice. Nice feel to it. Probably a fraction lighter than the Steelhead in how it feels. Slightly lighter swing weight perhaps. Ooh, little bit right, little bit right. Nice feel to it, it's a nice club. Kind of a little, not sure if you can hear the surprise in my voice. I wasn't expecting to like it, but it's nice. I like hitting this now. Solid off the face, it's a nice feel to it off the club face. Now that one was a little bit heavy. Yeah, we lost a fraction of distance. Probably, actually probably not as much as we lost with the Steelhead. Oh, that was a poor hit. That was a bit of a schlappy one. A bit schlappy there. Spin rates are consistently a little bit higher than you would get, that I was getting on the Steelhead, which is no surprise. Just hold it in the air a little longer. Give it a bit more flight. Overall height is consistent. Distances, similar distances. Only be a decent test of the club. Yeah, it's launching quite similar, the two clubs, but there's definitely a little bit more spin rates on the Big Bertha, and that's holding it in the air longer. So definitely something that the slower swing speeds would need. In terms of the two clubs, lovely feel off them. The overall height is consistent. Carry distance are quite similar. I don't feel as though I struck the ball any better or any worse with each club, but definitely a little bit more spin on the Big Bertha to hold it in the air. So if you've got a slightly slower swing speed, that might be the one for you. In terms of forgiving, I actually think the Big Bertha was probably a fraction more forgiving. I hit two shots. It's this whole field versus real thing now coming out, but I hit two shots that were quite similar with the two clubs, or I felt as though they were quite similar. I lost more distance on the Steelhead than I did on the Big Bertha. Not surprising, I would expect the Big Bertha to be more forgiving. Yeah, overall two very nice golf clubs. I'll certainly go and have a look at both of them for the 2017 season. As I will always say to you, go and get custom fit. Don't take my word for it or anybody else's word. Go and get custom fit by a professional. Make sure you're being properly looked after. This is a serious investment. Go and make sure that your money is well spent. You should not have to take time to get used to the club. You should not have to adjust to the club. When you get custom fit, those clubs should work for you straight off the bat. That's what custom fitting is about. If you go and buy yourself a new suit, you shouldn't have to diet to get into it, and you shouldn't have to eat solidly for a week to fit it. It should fit you perfect straight away. It's the same with the golf clubs. When you get custom fit, they should fit your game. So make sure you go and you get professionally fit before you invest that money. We'll talk to you real soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying what we're doing here on YouTube. Take care now.